Hi everyone, it's me Darlene in my car again. Get used to this because my house has been listed and it already has a showing and I'm not to be there when they show the house. I don't want to be there and my realtor certainly doesn't want me to be there. I would be so stressed out. But it's not just because it's me. It's better for them to show a house, when the owner is not there. So I was a little excited because it started to thunder and lightning and I knew it was going to start pouring down rain, and I was hoping that would wait until I was in my car and talking to you guys. We could have listened to that together, like ASMR in the car with rain. But it poured too early and now I'm here and it's just sprinkling now. But there was a lot of thunder and lightning, which I love so much. And the rain on a car, I would have loved that, to be out here with thunder and lightning and rain. That is, it's just, I love it. I just love it. But we're not going to have it. I did hear a little bit more thunder, but nothing like it was doing a little while ago. I had to mail a package, so I thought, where can I park to just chat with you guys? And I'm in the parking lot that's right next to my post office, is over there. This parking lot used to have a school called, oh my God, am I already forgetting? Was it Longfellow School? Yeah, I think it was. I should know. I went there for, I think it was 4th grade. I think it might have been a high school at one time. I can't really remember. It was just a very old school. And I'll try to put a picture right here of it. That was the school. And they tore that down, I don't know, years ago. It's a historic place, which I think is kind of funny. They have a historic plaque showing a picture of what used to be the area where a school was that no longer exists. It's like, isn't that silly? Take the sign down. Yeah, here in this parking lot, there used to be a school. That's so historic. But that was a very old school even when I was in it. They shut that down shortly after I went there. I don't have a whole lot to talk about because I just talked to you in my car yesterday. I would go see my mother during this time, but we have to schedule an appointment the day before, and it can only be between 1 and 4. And this appointment for my house is for 5:45. So I'm forced to sit in my car and chat with you guys. I'm hot. Maybe I can put the AC on a little bit. It's only 74, but it's very humid. I can't believe it's only 74. I didn't think I would be bothered or distracted by humans in this parking lot, but there's a lot of traffic apparently. A lot of people use this as a place to park. I don't know why I'm talking so weird. As a place to park for, various businesses. There's a restaurant over there, so I don't know. We're just going to have to deal with humans. Yes, my house. It got listed yesterday afternoon. Yesterday, they came to take pictures and stuff, and it was supposed to be listed today. But my realtor, one of my realtors, there's a team of 2, and she called me this morning at 8:20 to tell me there was 2 showings this afternoon. And one has since canceled. They probably realized I was the owner. I thought that was odd, that we would have 2 showings if it was listed just this morning. So I found out from my realtor that he got the, I can't believe I'm distracted by people. I just thought I'd be all alone. My realtor said that he got the pictures early enough, so he listed it, late yesterday afternoon. Let's talk a little bit about how I feel about the decluttering. Here's the deal. I am an all or nothing kind of girl. When I drank big. I drank often. I mean, it was all about the booze. When I work, it's all about the work. And when I declutter, I think it's going to be all about the decluttering. I'm to the point where I'm even thinking that I don't want my grandmother's sewing machine. I mean, I want it always, but there's something about having to make the choice. It's like, how do I decide this has value enough to keep? Oh, they all have value enough to keep. That's how I feel. So it's hard to say, oh, this is a keeper, this I can give away. So everything that I'm getting rid of is all stuff that has been fairly hard. I mean, I can put rotten cardboard boxes in the recycling, but like all the fabric that I let sit in the cellar and, you know, go to waste, and, you know, just all kinds of things that I'm uncovering. It's like, wow, I would have loved to continue with jewelry making, and I had all my tools and stuff, but I gave it away. So it's to the point where I would like to leave that house with the shirt on my back. My son thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm nuts because right now the way I decide is, will this fit in my car? Is it worthy of a spot in my car or not? And if it's, you know, too big or it's not worthy of space in this car, which is a small car, then I have to get rid of it. I might have to move. So he thinks I need to rent a U-Haul, but it's like rent a U-Haul and spend all that money on a U-Haul. They're not cheap. I've rented U-Hauls before when my husband and I moved, when he moved me from Maine to Houston, and then when we came back to Maine, ooh, lightning! I loved! More, please. Please? It's expensive now, and I just... You know what? Rent a U-Haul to bring some desks and tables? No, I think not. So I'm going to just try to pack this car, assuming that I'm even taking this car. I'm to the point where I have actually thought of just having a carry-on, getting on a plane, and that's it, just starting fresh. Now, the other thing that I have to deal with is my mother. And I think it would be better if I could find a home for her. I'm going to have a very hard time with a nursing home. I already know this. I've had to dabble with thinking about private pay, which would cost me a small fortune, but it's not out of the question for me. And I still would like to find her a nursing home. The thing is that they have bad reviews, and there would be better ones, but they're far. An hour and a half. If I have to go an hour and a half to see her, I might as well just leave her in Sanford, because I'm probably hardly ever going to visit. You know, and she's getting to the point where I can't really take her out and bring her home for the day. But I would never want to do that with that kind of a commute, because it would just be too much. So, jeez. Oh, are they done already? Let's see what it says. Nope, that must have been just a thing with, I don't know, with Wi-Fi or something. My phone just does shit that I don't understand. What I would like to do is find a place for her, even if it's just temporary. I'd have to pay out of pocket, you know, something like that. Get her there, and then I come back and do last minute stuff, get Derek's ass over here, and then together Derek and I get in my car and drive to Mississippi. I think I need to get my mother there first to be settled. I don't want to be like the last day that I'm moving, dealing with my mother, because how can I do that? With my mother, if we fly, I would have my car and her wheelchair and, you know, get us to an airport. I'd have to find a non-stop trip. I don't want to have to stop and have chances of delays or changing planes and all that stuff. So, you know, and then I could get her there. I don't know, it's a lot. And I shouldn't be thinking that far in advance. I liked that, you know, I only wanted to think a little bit. Like, my goals were, and I reached them. My goals were to get the house listed in June, and I did that. What was the other one? There was another goal, wasn't there? I don't know if it was, the goal was to get it cleaned up enough for pictures, and I pretty much did that. But the house is listed. And now I need to start thinking, though, about how I'm going to go from point A to point B. And, you know, I know there are many ways to do this. As for transporting my mother, it could be in this car. That's not going to work because we have to stop at gas stations for her bathroom duties. And, you know, that's just not going to happen. And then hotels, the last one I was in, the bed was so high that I needed to step on the trash can. I mean, it was like it was built for a king, a tall one. And, you know, she might not be able to get into a bed. You know, I can't lift her into a bed. So that's not going to work. And a flight is still a lot for her. It's a big deal. You know, even just getting out of the wheelchair and onto the plane, into the seat, and then sitting for a long time. I would have to, you know, have her stand up often, but if there's turbulence, they're not going to want me to do that. And it's not even a matter of blood clots, because she's on a blood thinner, so I'm not as worried about that, but it's that she loses the ability to lose her legs if she's in one position for any length of time. So that's scary. And then there is non-emergency medical transport, which would cost me a little over 10 grand. And that's still a long ride for her. But, you know, she's in a little bed. I hope she would have the option to be sitting up also. And there is a nurse on board. And that might be the way I have to go. I don't know. I just don't know. So it's raining a little bit more now. I'm liking that very much. You know, the other thing, though, about people going to see the house is some people are just always late. So, you know, my realtor could be sitting there still just waiting for them. You know, it's going to be, it's inconvenient. That is for sure. But I told her not on Fridays, because Fridays I have my sale. And it could be Friday evenings because I'm not as busy at that time. But, you know, I have to have some days that I don't have to worry about having to leave the house. And I am lucky. At least I get to record, and it gives me a little bit of a video. But, you know, if there's showings all the time, I'm not going to bore you guys with all these car vlogs. So let's pretend I'm already in Mississippi. I keep getting asked, and there seems to be concern as to when I'm getting back to the sewing and all that stuff. And like I've said, I know I will continue to do YouTube. That much I know, unless something weird happens, but I have no plans on stopping YouTube. I really have no plans on stopping selling fabric. Those are the two things that I want to continue with because I enjoy the fabric so much. I love getting it. But there are other things that I'd like to do. And on YouTube, oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's just I anticipate people coming at me and hitting my car, or if people just do really get close. That guy was close. And he was going fast, and it wasn't necessary. I should go tell him off. I'm so chicken. I'd get beat up. So, what was I saying? What? I had to shut the camera just so I could think. I think I was talking about other things that I'd like to do. So, yes, I would like to do some other things. I would like to still do some sewing things, but not so much quilt blocks. I've done so many of them. That must be time for me to go home. They just left. Okay, I can go home. My glasses are very crooked. So I'm going to be wrapping this up quickly. But I did want to tell you guys that I do have ideas, and I will share that with you in another car vlog. Some ideas that I have that do involve sewing. One is one thing that I've always wanted to do, and on the back of my schedule that I print out every week, I keep track of ideas, and the whole entire page is filled. Little tiny print with ideas for videos. And now I'm trying to declutter that list. I'm trying to go through and remove things that I just know I will never do. But one of the things that I want to do is like sewing from patterns. And ironically, I got rid of 3 big boxes of patterns that I had purchased, I think at Marden's. I wiped them out. They were on sale, And they were craft patterns. These are vintage at this point because this was a long time ago. And my thing was I was going to, you know, put those on eBay, and I did sell some. But then I thought how I would love to have those now because I could do the pattern, and then I'd had a whole bunch of them that I could put, you know, just to sell for anybody who wanted to do that. But those are all gone now, and I did consider keeping one box. The last box, I was like, there's still another box of these, and the others had already gone to Goodwill, and I thought I could keep this one. But see, no, it's all or nothing with me. I got rid of the others, so this box had to go also. It's like I'm not going to allow myself to keep anything now. That's how I feel. It doesn't make me happier, just I feel like I can't decide, so I have to just get rid of everything. You know? I am going home. I have work to do. They're gone. I got to get back to work. So I will talk to you again soon because hopefully there'll be another showing soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.